Okay guys, I am making, it's Menu Planning March, and I am making, I just lost my card. I'm making the slow cooker turkey sloppy joes from the Magic Menu Planning Made Easy Slow Cooker Volume 2 box. My card just dropped into my box as I started. Y'all, I am, goodness gracious. Here we go. There we go, y'all. We're making the turkey sloppy joes. Are y'all ready to try these with me? Has anybody made this? Y'all, this one is so good and so simple. And I'm gonna tell you that you probably could, obviously you probably made sloppy joes before, and it would be pretty easy to make them later in the day and just put them in the, just bake them on the stovetop. But what happens when you bake stuff on the stovetop? Y'all tell me, what happens at your house when you say, oh, I'm gonna make dinner at 5 o'clock? Does anybody else do this? At 5 o'clock, we'll have dinner ready. I'll start. I don't need to do any prepping today in the morning. It's good to go. What happens? Y'all tell me what you do, because I know what I do at my house when dinner doesn't start super fast. What I do at my house is, hang on, let me get y'all so you can see and so that I can hold this. What happens at my house is I don't get dinner started because 5 o'clock rolls around and I'm tired and I'm hungry and dinner doesn't happen. But when I start my food in the crock pot early in the morning, it gets done. So that was just, this is a pound of ground, or this, well, the recipe calls for 2 pounds of ground turkey. I'm making half of it because we only have 4 of us at home. It serves 8 and I didn't need that much. So I've got some ground turkey. You could also use ground beef. I'm also adding in some onion. So yummy. And some garlic. So I've got 1 onion that I've gone ahead and chopped up, and now I'm just going to do a little bit of garlic. And while this is all cooking out, we're going to cook this super fast. Hey Pamela, procrastination. I know, Sylvia, what happens? Like we say in the morning, oh, I'm going to make that sloppy joes for dinner, and then dinner time rolls around and forget dinner. Like, let's go out to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A, because it doesn't happen. So this is why I kind of fell in love with slow cooker recipes when our kids were little, because my morning self is much more motivated than my evening self, let's just say. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and I'm halving the recipe. So the full recipe calls for a cup of ketchup, which now that I look at that, I've probably got too much ketchup in there. A cup of ketchup. Okay, cup of ketchup, sorry about that. Some 3/4 cups of barbecue sauce. I'm totally messing this recipe up because I'm keeping it in half, which is really confusing. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all what the regular recipe calls for, but get the menu plans to get the right things. It calls for a cup of ketchup, 3/4 cups of barbecue sauce, 1/4 cup of water, and again, I'm just popping everything in super slow and easy. A teaspoon of mustard, this right here. Can y'all see that? Remove my seasonings there. It calls for a teaspoon of mustard. Then we're going to do a 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/2 teaspoon of pepper, and 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. So we're going to get all of this in the crock pot now. Like I said, you could easily make this later in the day. That felt like a whole lot of pepper. We'll see how that goes. Add a whole lot of garlic powder in to make up for that. So I'm going to pour this all together. And all I'm going to do now is let this sucker slow cook for 3 to 4 hours on low. So I'm making this super early. Like, this is probably what I can do is pop this in the fridge and let it sit until it's right time to cook later in the day. I may actually go ahead and cook it on low. I guess I could cook it on warm. I'm kind of funny about that. Okay, come on over here. So you are going to prep this a little bit early. Look at that, y'all. You're going to prep this one. But you could, if you want to pop it in later in the morning, you can go ahead and get your ground beef all ground. I'm going to go ahead and finish that and then add everything else in. It's super fast and easy. Such a yummy recipe, y'all. I just encourage you, if you are struggling with menu planning, and actually, how many of you, tell me how many nights a week do you eat at home? And then tell me, is it a struggle? What are you eating for dinner most nights? Are you eating cereal for dinner, which is what I would do? Or are you eating something a little yummier? If you are like me, and your nature would be to eat cereal when you don't have a plan, these menu plans are the best. And these slow cooker, y'all, this is the slow cooker volume 2 recipes. They have been so stinking yummy this week. Oh my gosh, we had the corn chowder last night. It was fantastic. Let me show you what we've had. These are the recipes we had. The turkey sloppy joes. And tell me, have y'all seen these cards before? I'm assuming most of you have seen them, but let me know if you haven't. We're having the turkey sloppy joes tonight. We had the garlic lovers roast and veggies. It was fantastic. Tex-Mex breakfast casserole was so good. Creamy cheesy tortellini. Y'all make that one. It is so good. This creamy cheesy tortellini is so delicious. Corn chowder was fantastic. And then the bananas Foster bread pudding. If you are struggling with menu planning, they come in a little happy box. You can click the link in the video to get them. They're fantastic. I'm just telling you, you will not be disappointed. Next week, we're gonna be doing the freezer meals. Y'all know the freezer meals are amazing. Like, they are so good. So, so good. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna put in my sauce and dinner's done, y'all. I just finished it up. Pretty easy. Now, I do have a crock pot. I probably should have said that. My crock pot is really awesome, and it is an all-clad crock. It allows you to saute and slow cook all in one thing, which is kind of a game changer. It's really big, so like I don't have a ton of meat in here today, but it's just makes it really, really simple. So I'll pop my insert out, stick it in the fridge until it's time to actually cook. I probably wish I'd gone ahead and done the full recipe. This doesn't make a ton, but like I said, we've only got 4 of us at home, so this is probably plenty for us. Okay, there you go. Dinner is done. That's all there is to it. Not eating out as much as you've done your menu plans. I love that. That makes me so happy. I love hearing that. If y'all have any questions about our menu plans, leave them in the comments. I want you to go ahead, hop up, make your dinner tonight. We're gonna serve ours with some rolls and some salad and some tater tots. My family was excited about the tater tots. Mama page, I would love for you to click the link in the video and you can get the box. Yeah, click the link there. Can you do this? Oh, you could absolutely do this one in the Instant Pot for sure. You could totally do that. Okay. Good morning, MC. Glad to see you this morning. I hope y'all have an amazing day. Get some dinner done. If you're struggling with menu planning, click the link in the video to get the box and have a great day. We'll talk soon. Bye, guys.